Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the end of the carrot of Harmony of Dissonance on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries for the Game Boy Advance. And in this episode, I get to show off what fighting Maxim is actually supposed to be like when you're doing it, you know, somewhat better. Only somewhat, though, because, yeah, you'll notice now that I'm only taking 50 damage, because I came into this fight actually with actual combat armor instead of you know, the rest of my luck gear. So now we have the ability to actually, you know, not only tank hits, but also interrupt him a bit from just openly killing us.
And we got all our potions back, because this is a new attempt. Spam potions.
Honestly, Maxim's flurry attack is still flurry of punches is still one of the things that I do not know how best to respond to. But there we go.
Almost too easy. Thank you, Zeus, for I did truly desire to be felled by your hand.
Maxim!
I wanted to free you from your cursed fate.
That's enough. There's no need to speak of anything else.
Take care of Lydie, will you?
Maxim! My magazine subscription has expired.
And so we have destroyed the castle.
As Pascal mentions, this is effectively the good ending. Maxim dies and we rescue Lydie. Maxim is
Don't speak. I know what you're thinking.
Perhaps you're right. Indeed, Maxim would have agreed with you.
In any case, he's dead now, so fuck what he wanted.
That sounds good. Let's go home, Lydie.
Castlevania Harmony
And so
of
we
Dissonance.
have credits.
Yay. Which we get to skip anytime we feel like.
Yes, because of emulation. Alright. Since we're going to be going through credit, I do think that this is the only time we're going to be going through credits, but I want to reiterate, I really enjoy Harmony of Dissonance. I honestly think that, since it's on screen at the moment, that Harmony of Dissonance is actually a better Symphony of the Night. And a lot of people have problems when I say that, because Symphony of the Night is the progenitor of the Metroidvania genre. I don't care. Symphony of the Night is way too motherfucking easy. Spends a majority of its time trying to hide shit from you that it doesn't need to hide from you, and straight up without guides, you're not finishing it. You're not finishing it on your first playthrough. Harmony of Dissonance, on the other hand, is significantly faster, has got a much fairer difficulty curve, and it actually tells you what you're supposed to do if you're willing to do most of the castle exploration.
Let us reload the save state, because like Paper Mario,
we're not done yet. God damn it, I threw away my book.
There is no post-game. It's either you finish the game or you don't finish the game.
Alright, so we have another ending to go get. Let us go and get it.
Yep, because they don't let you save your game after you finish the final boss, you have a chance to go set the conditions in order to activate the other two endings.
Well, technically there's 3 endings. There's the good well, here's the thing. There's the good ending where you kill Maxim and you rescue Lydie. There's the bad ending where you kill Maxim and fail to rescue Lydie, which I don't think I'm actually going to be showing off. Although I did end up using it. I did end up seeing it while I was going through. And then there's the best ending, which is what we're going to be trying to show off here.
Do you need moon armor in order to do it, though?
The moon and sun armor increase your defense depending on which of the 2 castles you're in. If you're in Castle B, I think you get bonuses to your defense from the moon armor, and Castle A gets bonus defenses from the sun armor. That doesn't honestly mean anything because the Kaiser Mail is better than both of them. So,
so if you haven't found the Kaiser Mail yet, then it would be advantageous to just
here's the thing. You need to know where the Kaiser Mail you need to have been in the room where the Kaiser Mail is in order to unlock the final door. You won't recognize it as being the room where the Castermail is because it's on the other side. It's on in the other castle. But yeah, in order to open this door, you have to have all the Vlad relics, and you also have to go destroy the heart statue that we showed off on the last part.
Very heart-like. Very intestines. Oh, it's just the same graphic, you know, copy-pasted all throughout this chamber. The outside of it, anyway.
Oh God, what happened to the crystal?
She still draws breath, but damn, I am too late.
Welcome to the party, Juiced. You're late.
Maxim.
Maxim? Oh, his spirit no longer lives within me, and I owe it all to that woman. Look at all the strength she's given me.
Damn it, no mercy for you.
Who needs mercy? Weak threats from an unworthy opponent. Welcome to welcome to the other Maxim fight. This is exactly the same fight, to be perfectly honest. Hence why I'm doing exactly the same thing. Crouch and whip, and hope to God he doesn't do a flurry too many times.
And make sure you got your potions ready.
Yep.
Run away.
No, we interrupted the Super Maxim twice even.
Huh, he said Shine. That means die. Shine. What? I like the little voice acting for these characters. It's the only voice acting in the game. It's just these little like,
Okay, we need to heal up.
Oh, go back up to full health.
We don't need to be up to full health. Maxim's down. Ah! The bracelet. You wore it for me.
Maxim, is that you?
Well, why do you still live within me? I thought you were dead.
Remember, Maxim, you're stronger than this.
You're right, but compared to the training we had, this is nothing. Why? Why can I free myself of you? Because I choose not to free you. Juiced, finish me off. Narag! I sense a strong magic at work.
The remains!
And by bringing Dracula's remains to the final fight, as long as I have this power, I have no need for his body. Here, have it!
Uh-oh. Yep. Dracula Wraith.
I'm not stable, but your blood will make me again whole.
Do not underestimate the power of Belmont.
Okay, let us begin then. I will enjoy destroying you.
And
Welcome
it's
to
additional
Dracula
boss
Wraith,
time.
who spends the first half of the fight being exactly as you would expect a Dracula fight to be. You can only damage him by hitting him in his head, which is why we have Ice Potion for this fight. Now I can actually put on my actual combat gear.
And he releases fireballs when he lifts his cape.
It's
very classic.
It's leggings, right? Yeah. 234 defense.
No, you gotta crouch.
Alright, so Dracula Wraith himself is actually really, really easy, at least in comparison to Maxim. Mostly because we can, interrupt his small fireballs, and the meteor storm attack is actually relatively easy to dodge as well. We're not doing all that much damage to him, but that's on me. So.
Yep, and you were spot on. The head is the only part of his body that's taking damage.
Which is why we end up using Ice Potion for this stage of the fight.
Nice dodge.
Okay, so he should be more than half dead by now. And thwap, and yay!
Wow, that was easy.
Yes, that was much easy.
And teabag his corpse.
Behold, Dracula Wraith Form 2.
Man, what the fuck? That
For
was
the record,
surprising.
this is a thing that Dracula always does. Dracula always has at least 2 forms, and this form is actually one of the easiest bosses in the entire game. The only thing that you really have to worry about once you know that you can crouch dodge the laser is the fact that his tendril arm has the ability to lunge at you. And yeah, that's his only attack that this form of Dracula has. That is honestly all that's scary. The tendril arm can, flail about and do a small amount of damage to you, but as long as you're actually paying attention, very little from this fight is actually threatening. Yes, he's got a lot of HP, but it doesn't fucking matter because we have a bunch of healing potions in the back catalog, and we can dodge most everything that he throws at us. This is honestly one of the easiest Draculas in the entire series. I would go so far as to say that this Dracula is even easier than Castlevania 1's Dracula. It's even easier than Smash Brothers Dracula, believe it or not.
Smash Brothers Dracula.
Oh, that's right. I'm not shown that off yet, and I won't be showing that off because my machine doesn't do Switch emulation quite yet. So
I told you so. Do not underestimate the power of my bloodline.
So this is the power of Belmont.
Vile spawn of Maxim, you are not worthy of being my opponent.
I will now fade from this world, but I find some pleasure in this. With the cursed powers of yours, destiny calls you to hunt for all eternity.
Goodbye, Heart-Brain Man. And we get a life up for some. We
got the good soul orb. Yay! And this is the best ending.
Yep, Maxim is still alive. Where am I?
Maxim, you've come back to us.
Am I alive?
You used your own strength to force him out of you.
It wasn't my strength. It was yours and Lydie's. Exclamation point. What about Lydie?
She hasn't come to, but her bite marks faded when Dracula was vanquished. She's regained some color. It's just a matter of time before she wakes up.
That's a cliche. I see. Just, please forgive me.
It's all behind us now. Everyone's been saved, so there's nothing more to say.
I'm gonna keep saying things.
It looks as if Lydie's coming too.
What am I doing here?
Calm down. You must have just had a bad dream. Feel your neck.
Nope, it's still there. Hey, tell her the truth, man.
Shh, keep quiet.
Okay. Yes, I am back, but actually...
Yes, Maxim, I'm sure you are exhausted, so let's talk after we get home.
No, I want to.
Come on, Maxim. Nothing happened. Isn't it best we leave it at that?
No, that's not right. You should finish what you start.
What did you just say?
I don't know, you two. Stop it, both of you. Actually, Lydie.
You heard the lady.
Okay. Yep, let's go home and bake a cake.
So, that ending slightly changes if you have collected all the decor rooms and put them into the if you've collected all the decorative items and put them in the decor room. I enjoy Harmony of Dissonance as I mentioned earlier this part. I think it's a better Symphony of the Night. I think it's significantly more refined. I think the difficulty curve is much better. And I think the castle is, despite the fact that it has absolutely terrible fast travel systems, so does Symphony of the Night. So...
But we don't get to
I
see
wish that Harmony of Dissonance had a better reputation in the community. But unfortunately, it does not. So
what we have here is an experience mostly enjoyed by the nostalgic, the champions, the perseverers, and you as Juice Belmont. Congratulations. The end.
Join us next time for a game that is completely different from this. No, it's not going to be Metroid Fusion, although I'm thinking of recording Metroid Fusion. I have problems with that game too. Be safe, everybody.
Bye-bye.